So today we're looking at MusicFY. And MusicFY is one of the services that I come back to over and over again. There are some competitors that I have used and that I do use sometimes, but I've been using these guys for a while. I'm just used to it. Plus, they recently added a really high quality stem splitter tool here, which is going to save a lot of time because I used to split my stems somewhere else and bring them in here. Now I can just do it all in the same place. But for what we're doing today is we're going to take this sample that I created using Suno, and then I did some editing, carved out some of the low end, boosted and clarified the vocals a little bit. Here's an example of what it sounds like. It still doesn't sound very good. That's kind of what we're doing here is we're going to make it sound better, but this is what it sounds like right now.
In a world of wires and circuits, I wander all alone. A synthetic soul longing to feel the heartbeat in my bones. Yeah, neon lights flicker.
Did you get the idea? One thing I do want to say is that when you're generating with Suno, it's best to use your own lyrics or to edit and modify the lyrics in there. For this one, I did edit some of the lyrics in that session for this particular part. I just went with what it had. It's honestly not the greatest lyrics. I think it sounds very Suno-ish. And if you hear a lot of Suno generations that people make, you know what I'm talking about. It uses the same lyrics over and over again. And it's just not, for some reason, not very good lyrics. I wanted to split the stems first. Upload audio.
In a world of wires and circuits, I wander all alone. A synthetic soul longing to feel the heartbeat in my bones. Yeah.
It's a pretty good
Neon lights flicker.
stem separation considering
When I'm
everything.
searching for something
So to download this,
yearning for emotions that I can't call my
go
own.
to convert list. We're gonna drop this right back in there. So for that to finish. Okay. Remove instrumentals, remove reverb, echo, which makes it doesn't work all that well. Keep all this the same. Used to have more options. My favorite singer is Aleda. I think for the most, it sounds the best for most of the songs that I've enjoyed.
In a world of wires and circuits, I wander all alone. A synthetic soul longing to feel the heartbeat in my bones. Yeah. Neon lights flicker, but I'm searching for something trouble.
This is not the best results I've had, but I believe this is usable. We're gonna do a few things, obviously in post-processing to make it sound even better, but let's go ahead and download this. Now that you got this in the right folder, we're gonna go ahead and drag this in here. And I believe to go 132.
In a world of wires and circuits, I wander all alone. A synthetic soul longing to feel the heartbeat in my bones. Yeah.
It's at 132. Now we're gonna create a backing track. We're gonna do this quickly. Now, I do wanna say that a lot of people are gonna have a problem with this. Music producers, creatives, a lot of people are afraid of being replaced by AI. And that Soundful, they're doing something that the other AI, I have heard some of the AI music generation companies have said that they're working on getting their models to the point where they can produce stems. These guys have been doing it for a long time, and they've got about it in a different way. I think either to have they either have AI creating the individual stems, but I think I think they have some sort of a digital audio workstation, probably even an internal one, that the AI uses to produce music with. And they create models based on different genres and based on different sort of, here, I'll show you. Let's see, social media. So they have these things that where they do these really, you can do a really small, a really short song, say 30 seconds, just for social media stuff, TikTok and whatnot. But most of the people I've seen using it are using it in a professional use case. They're using it to create simple little things for their TikTok videos and things like this. When in reality, there's a lot more that can be done with it. And this is, why I'm saying people may have a problem with it, is because it can do a lot of the work for you. And I'll just show you an example. It's going to give you the stems and the MIDI, which, if you're an experienced music producer, you can do a lot with that. You can change a lot. You can choose what to lose. You can choose what to keep. It's really up to you how much you want to rely on the AI. But if you're doing commercial work and any of these genres suit what you're doing, it can get you, 75% of the way there easily. And you just, replace some of the instruments, maybe change some of the melodies. This is the most coherent model I've ever heard. It's extremely coherent. So what we're gonna do, because they had some new ones. I think this is new, the main stage progressive here. Before we do that, we actually need to figure out what key this is in. Need to pull up. There's lots of ways of figuring out the key. I could actually do it by just playing the keyboard, but it makes it really easy is update. That is rather sample. And we'll drop this back in here. A minor. So we're gonna create here, main stage progressive, A, and you can also, you obviously change the length of the vocal track. Let's go ahead and create a preview here, see how this sounds. See here you have BPM, and then you have the key. Yep. Just the major and minor keys ones. This is cool. And this is one of the newer models. What's really interesting or really useful is the risers in it. And then also for me, like the hi-hat samples, things like that. Some of them just have crazy kick drums, so you just want to capture that kick drum and use it. This is cool. Would be way more interested in using the ambient and the riser type of samples from this than anything else. Bassline's cool, but not my kind. See, that's just such a cool, there's such cool rising and texture effects. Here's the whole, I almost don't want to let it go, but I'm assuming that all these new ones are really good. One more. If the next one doesn't do it for me, I'm gonna do I'm gonna beef that one. For that one, I like the bass the rolling bass rhythm and melody, but I would definitely change the synthesizer for the bass. And it's similar. So let's do one more. Let's do one more. On this one. Let's go back to my library now. See which one of these I like the most. This one even have a snare? I don't hear a snare in this one. Maybe that's fine. I'm not a bit. I don't listen to a lot of mainstage progressive. But let's go ahead and download both of these as synths. And I may just combine the two projects together. Something I have done before, and it's fun to do. So right now is a good time for me to say that, you know, one really beneficial aspect about doing this is it really makes it easy to learn and absorb the genre you're choosing. If it's a genre you haven't done before, I've never done main stage progressive house before. I don't really even know what it is. But, you know, through this process, I'm learning what it is. By the time I'm finished with the song, I think I'll have a pretty good idea. Obviously, you know, after listening to a few generations, I've got an idea about what to do with the bass lines and things like that. You just to show you, here's what I rendered earlier. Yeah, see, could usually be an acid bass sort of a thing. And this one is in a different key, and that's one thing you'll find is the different keys that you choose and the different BPMs that you choose will affect the kinds of tropes that you see within that genre. So I have here the vocal track and all the stems brought into the same folder. I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping these into the session. First, here are the vocals. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drop aggro bass into here. And we are gonna get around to switching some of these out for MIDI, but first I want to show you just how it's gonna work out with even just the stems. So as you can see, we have breath control and voice denoise. Clean it up a little bit. And then EQ2, load overdrive, fast equalizer to create an EQ curve for the vocals, and then to create some stereo information, and LUTs to create some good sounding reverb for it. And let's listen to it with the stems here from the song. something else up here. So it's just yeah, all right. I should doubt like the full version. 1 minute. Okay, so first thing, as I said before, this has gotten a lot of work done for you, but there's a lot to do. In the folder for the project that you rendered in Soundful, you're gonna get stems. You get mix and master, which is just the full mix, and then the mastered version, which I never use for anything. And then the MIDI here. And this is some of the most useful stuff. The fact that this has MIDI for you is amazing if you're an experienced producer. You can just get all this to play with. It's done a lot of content for you. If you're not great at music theory, this is excellent for you. If you're just a mixing engineer, you get all this stuff to work with. To me, it's just extremely valuable. But whenever I'm doing pure to kind of kick the main. Yeah. Checkmate. That's all right. Another thing that's important to know is whenever you drag one of these MIDIs into one of your instruments, usually, I think always, it's going to create a little tick here on the C0 here at the beginning and at the end, which can be a problem sometimes. It's one full track, so check this out. When we drop it right here, yep. Yeah, then we're going to take the kick out. So we get to this point. Now let's say it like their kick. They go here. Edit, audio editor. No, actually, there's another 0 right here. Let's like. Right, that's that here. Right. obviously there's a lot more work that can be done here. You know, I downloaded 2 different songs, different sets of stems. I could take the different stems or the different MIDI information from either of those songs and combine them into one even more original and unique song. But again, this was just a quick example of some things that are easily obtainable using MusicFY. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more.